everyone. My name is Andy Chow. I'm Associate Director of Career Services, and I welcome you all today to the Viral Marketing Workshop in partnership with the Guitar Department. Please feel free to ask any questions or participate in the chat while we go through this session today. And of course, if you're looking for more events like this, check out our website, berklee.edu/career-center, or on the Berklee Career Manager. Now, I'd love to introduce the Assistant Chair of Guitar, Cheryl Bailey.
Hey, Andy, thank you. And I see your orange tabby back there. I have one of my own. She's sleeping off camera, but it's a good office.
Like center of attention, so he's always there.
Yeah, I know. She'll make an appearance by the end of the show today. So,
well, thank you for being here, Cheryl.
Thanks, Andy. So yeah, this is the third of a series of 3 workshops we've been doing on developing your own teaching studio. So our guest worked with Professor Jane Miller on developing their lesson plans. In part 2, Colin Sapp worked with them on getting their video chops together. And in this last part of the series, we're going to have our esteemed virtual force of nature, Professor Tomo Fujita, help these students with some tips, and all of us actually, on viral marketing. So this has been a really cool series. Thank you to Sean and Andy and everybody at the Career Center for brainstorming this, and we hope to have more of these in the future. So Tomo Fujita has been on our faculty, a veteran faculty member since 1993. Guitar World recently named him as one of the 15 greatest all-star teachers. And we know that, we've known that before Guitar World. So he's played with Will Lee, Steve Gadd, and John Mayer was one of his students, and he's played with, taught him how to play that guitar. Thanks, Tomo. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what all of our students have developed. And really, Tomo, I'm going to hand it over to you to do your magic.
Thank you so much for great introduction, Cheryl. Amazing. By the way, I'm so lucky to work with amazing, talented people at the Berklee, teachers and students. And today, 2 students prepared the video, and I'm going to watch video with you together, and then I'll suggest to go to next level. And I want to understand internet. As long as you have an internet, it's free. So many direction we can do, and so excited to share with you. All right, so first guy, Eric, are you ready to show me your video? Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. By the way, just tell us, how was the first session with Jane?
It was great. I learned a lot with her about just developing just how to sort of compress what we want to get across in the short amount of time we have to make the video. So she really helped me with that and helped me figure out which parts to keep and which parts that don't really need to be used,
Right.
that aren't as important. So it was really useful to being able to learn how to sort of sort out what are the parts that work and make the video and the general flow of the video and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's really a difficult decision to do. And then a lot of people who watch this video today, some people don't know how you develop to up to here. So that's why I ask you the first session with Jane, so you learn that part, and the second session with Colin, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So he really showed me sort of. I mean, it was really good to go through the basic steps of a video production.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I've never really made a lesson video before.
Yeah. It's hard to do, yeah.
Yeah, so I learned a lot about how to, make it visually appealing and sort of the flow of like the video, like technically speaking, because
Mhm.
there's a lot of like details in like the process of like editing that
Right.
are you don't really see like or you don't really notice when you're watching them, but when you like are in it editing, you really kind of see all the little details. So it was,
Right. You have to
I
watch many times for yourself.
yeah, exactly, and it
Yeah.
was really eye opening being able to go through the details of all that.
Okay, that's great. So, did you tell us a little about this video?
Yeah, so my video was about triads, specifically closed triads,
Mhm. I like
and
that. Yeah.
yeah, so I sort of demonstrate how to sort of approach them on the fretboard, and then how to apply them to a tune. And for the tune, I use the autumn leaves progression
Okay.
to. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's watch, please.
Did you hear a difference between the first half and the second half of that chorus of Autumn Leaves? You probably noticed that in the first half, I was using 4, 5, and even 6 note chords to outline progression, sometimes using the same voicing and just moving it up and down. Whereas in the second half, I was using 3 note voicings and triads and creating much more interline movement and voice leading. So a common problem that I notice in guitarists is that they have a few fingerings that they know and that they move around depending on what key they're in. And while these voicings sound great, the problem is that you're relying on your fingers and not your ear to determine what notes you're going to play. It also helps to have a wider variety of options when it comes to chords, so you can be more creative. So if you want to expand your knowledge of chords on the fretboard, I like to start with closed triads. On the guitar we have 4 groups of 3 strings, and what I like to do is I like to practice the triads along each string set. Here's an example using G major, exploring the triads all across the fretboard using the individual string sets. So what I would do after I've memorized the chords on each string set is that you combine the string sets in order to navigate the triads in a more linear fashion and not just up one string set. So here's an example of that. So once you get comfortable with this idea of navigating the string sets, take a chord progression. For example, we're going to be using Autumn Leaves. And then what I would do to combine the string sets is I would write out sort of an etude. You can use half notes or whole notes to make it easier. That outline the progression and really think about the direction that you're going with these triads, whether you're ascending or descending. This is important because having a good concept of where you're going is really important in voice leading and navigating these chords. So here's an example navigating the chords of the progression using closed triads on all of the string sets. you want to go beyond the triads and try to tackle the 7 chords of the progression, you don't have to add another note to the chord. What you can do is you can take the triad. So if we have A minor, take the root, and drop it down to the 7th, which is G. And now we have an A minor 7. You're probably thinking that this sounds kind of like a C major triad. That's exactly what it is. But if we add the bass of the chord, which is A, we have an A minor 7 chord. And if you're playing with a bass player, they're going to be playing the root of the chord. So you don't always have to play the root of the chords when you're playing. This allows you to really open up to the amount of ideas that are available to you playing these chord voicings. And write out another etude using this, and experiment combining triads and 7th chords and see what you can come up with. So if you want to explore this concept further, I highly recommend listening and studying George Van Apps. He is one of the masters of the guitar, and he really mastered the idea of interline movement, voice leading, and using these 3-note chords in order to create more interesting chordal playing, to the point where it almost sounds like every voice in the chord has a mind of their own. All of the examples in this lesson are included in the description, and thank you for watching.
Hi. Amazing. That's great. It's good. Great job. Editing and everything.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Amazing. Great. So, my question is, if you make, this video, what like level of students are you targeting?
I would probably say like somewhere like in the intermediate, someone that knows like the concept of the triad, and knows
Yeah.
like some, chord voicings, like the basic chord voicings.
Okay. So I can see the demo you did. Let's do, go through each one. Demo, I didn't see your face.
Hmm.
So, like, for example, when you show the each triads with a tablature or music, yes, without the face is good. But the beginning, I think eye contact is really important to the audience. So the first thing, I didn't see your eyes. So that's, if I produce, that part, I would do definitely. You see, you are being great teacher, but also have to be great, players, before the teacher. So as a player, you don't want to see your finger. Do you know what I mean? So if you can practice more about the whatever you play at the beginning, and then try not to look at your finger and move your body more, so that already tuned into your performance. You know what I mean? Okay.
Hmm.
So that's one, right? And then next one, you can ask me any question between, Yeah. And then uh now next one, you have a talking part, right? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking part, right? That's really important too. So now talking part, just like that, I can show guitars like that for, but it's like a little bit difficult decision too. This one, so, you see a lot of guitar players showing this guitar like that to get the attention. That's why I'm kind of doing it. For my thing. Yeah. So, but the beginning, starting off, you want to be very humble to do things. You don't want to show off anything too much. Do you know what I mean? And also, you have to think about endorsement and all that. You don't want to advertise anything that you don't endorse. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So, for example, I would do the guitar. I would use very simple brand like a Fender or Gibson or even PRS, something more like well-known name that don't compete each other. Do you know what I mean? If you use like a kind of private one or something middle one, and then it's sometimes like there is a competition between other companies. Usually, if
Yeah.
you have a Fender or Gibson, nobody complain, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one. And then if you want to show your amp, but amp is not important to show. But the only thing I concern, your tone, it's very like kind of mild, very much like a jazz.
Mhm.
If you do too much pushing jazz, then what happens is you aiming to jazz audience.
Yeah.
You wanna really grab more like pops, songwriting people, right? That's why first question I ask, what is your targeting?
Mhm.
So I had the same, way. I was thinking maybe like somebody already know this and that. And more I do this online lesson and YouTube, and a lot of people don't know a lot of things. So like that great demonstration, but you didn't really mention what degree or what intervals or what inversions. So that's already you lost all beginners. You
Mhm.
understand? But if you wanna make make a good business with this one, beginner is a place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because beginners will born today, tomorrow. Especially pandemic now, everybody buying a ukulele or acoustic guitar, and so more opportunity. That's what I suggested a little bit. Yeah. And one more, like, okay, we could come back, after Francisco, but one more thing I noticed, like this, you have to smile, you have to practice.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of actor practicing like angry face or smile like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, several like Adam Neely, he's not good at smiling. He's all like, because jazz kind of jazz, more jazz players, right? So always like this. He practiced. He practiced this. Ha! Anytime. Wow! You have to make that personality that just to make other people happy. Just being
Yeah.
with you and just happy. Do you see
Mhm.
that energy? And
Yeah.
you have that. You have that. See, you're now smiling, but you have to practice everything. Do you know what I mean? You have to practice really good chords, triads, explain detail. Then you have to work on smile. Something like that.
Mhm.
And then the background. When you make a video, background simple is better. Like I saw two, three guitars, like one side, like that. If it's possible, don't show anything,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
that way we focus you.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then that talking part, maybe you should use a different room if you can,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
different angle. Like, remember, like you explained, first part was I did show you simple triads. The second part, I just adding more, notes here. Right? That part is like sometimes like an angle like this. So second part, I add more like that. You know what I mean? So like a
Yeah.
little bit creative. So that's what like a Mary Spender. She's my student from England. She's really good at it, talking by herself, changing. Those you have to learn from other creators. You can't
Yeah.
create because we have to copy. Almost like we, just like you learn from guitar playing. You listen, you transcribe, analyze. The same way we have to do analyze YouTube, analyze other things. We'll come back to this, So, but thank you so much, and then maybe we have to watch that again because sometimes I like watch few times so that I notice more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I do
Mhm.
privately, I probably watch more times, really figuring out about every angle so that you get more idea. So just yeah. Do you have any questions so far?
Just a quick one.
Yeah.
When you're talking about like using different angles in the video,
Yes.
um, is it sort of like to create a like variety to like keep them like
Yeah,
engaged?
little bit refreshing feeling. Yeah, refreshing
Mhm.
feeling. Also attention, because so here you have to understand. I can see you're a very smart person. A lot of people not smart as you, so you have to talk everything really slow. After you talk a little bit, make space so that people can learn. Like if you make a YouTube video, you play something, then wait a little bit because somebody other side of playing. So you have to think
Yeah.
about those calculating, like a little bit about the pacing, like the pause, So you have to practice how to make a pause, then don't feel weird about it because yourself talking. If you stop, nothing happening. But nothing happening. The space make music, space make conversation. You see.
Mm-hmm.
So just yeah. And the other things, I use YouTube for promotion. So my YouTube, if you watch, I don't edit on purpose. I don't edit anything. Just because my own site, we edit. That
Okay.
make a difference. Do you know what I mean? So if you do YouTube video, slightly different than your own site. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So something like that. Yeah, that's
Okay.
why I thought that because what happens when you talk, right? I want to focus you, and I wish you smile a little bit more,
Yeah. Okay.
right? But also, I'm focusing you, but I see a lot of space. I thought that could be a little bit more like almost desktop talk,
Yeah. Okay.
And then maybe angle a little bit. That's what Mary Spender's really great. But also, one of my students, Music is Win. He's good. You have to watch those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, when you watch these guys, right? First thing you do, go to their site. First thing, click upload. Then right hand side, you can choose most view, oldest, and new. So
Mm-hmm.
watch. So just check most view to see how great they are doing. Then look at all the view. How long ago? Each video just to see the numbers, title and numbers. Sometime kind of cool thing just didn't work. That's the part of the YouTube is really funny. No matter what you do, there's no one way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a struggle. Always a struggle. No rules, no manual. But Rick Beato, he's doing amazing. Yesterday I texted him, you're doing amazing. He's still saying every day it's really hard to come up with ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, he still think a lot of work. Music is when, Tyler says the same thing. Oh man, so much to do. We always say, oh man, so much to do every day because there's no end, which is good. It's fun. Yeah. But I will tell you a lot about fun part in this space of creativity and consistency. Okay, can I just go to Francesco and then come back to you?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so
All right.
much. Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much.
Hi, Tomo.
Hello. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Great. So, same question. I wanna ask you first session with Jane and the second session with Colin a little bit because audience don't know how much you spend the time and what you've been through to get here. So you need to. Could you explain a little bit?
Yeah. So I totally agree with what Eric said. About the lesson with Jane was focused more on editing our lesson and how to deliver it to the right audience and how to make it clear.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one with Colin, it was focused more on how to produce the video,
Right.
and how much it takes to do a good video. A lot of things like we take for granted when we watch a video, but then you see there are a lot of details that comes out when you're doing it.
Even a simple phrase sometimes, okay, I can play it. Then once you have a camera on, you make a mistake, wrong chords. Yeah, exactly. I will get to that one. That's actually there's a way to practice that one too. Yeah,
Okay.
and I do. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So definitely Jane knows. Definitely Jane knows how to teach. Like targeting right audience, but also she knows how to edit about lesson plans because she wrote so many books. Yeah, Colin does amazing because he has so many gears. He always making videos, editing. So that's amazing. All right, great. So
yes, and my lesson is about the spread triads.
spread triads.
Spread triads, yeah, and how to put in context and how to play over a standard tune.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's great. That's maybe good for proficiency. Yeah. Maybe you can make a test for us. Yeah, then make us easy. All right, let's watch it. Yeah, please.
Hi, my name is Francesco Staccioli, and today I'm gonna bring you into the world of the spread triads. I'm gonna show you how to use them over a jazz standard tune such as All the Things You Are, and I'm gonna show you how to incorporate them in your comping and in your soloing. What I really love about spread triads is that it's an effective tool to play your triads in a very creative way, giving you this big and open sound, which I really love it. Alright, let's dive into it. First of all, what is a spread triad? A spread triad, it's a normal triad, but we're gonna take the second note and we're gonna put up an octave. So this is my C major triad. I'm gonna take the E, I'm gonna put up an octave. And it's gonna sound like that. This is the root position, C, G, E. First inversion. Second inversion. Of course, minor. And of course, diminished and augmented. Let me tell you something first. While I was studying this tool, I found myself struggling a little bit because, as you will see, there are so many fingerings and sometimes you don't know which one you want to use and you can get stuck. So I worked out a system for myself that allow me to play and voice lead a chord into another in a very smooth way. So let me give you an example. If you have two chords, for example, let's say C minor and F minor. This is C minor and this is F minor. If you play these two shapes, as you can see, they are very far from each other, which is totally cool, but sometimes it's not the sound that you want. So I worked out a system to find the closest inversion possible. So in this case, this is C minor root position. Where is the F minor, the next F minor inversion, like the closest one? This one, second inversion. With this idea in mind, I try to apply it over a jazz standard tune, in this case, All the Things You Are, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. The first chord of All the Things You Are, it's F minor. The second one, it's B flat minor 7, and then E flat 7, and then A flat major. So we're gonna choose this one, F minor root position. The next one is B flat minor, second inversion, E flat 7, first inversion, A flat major. So let's do it again. Now let's try to play them in time and see how they sound. You can find the lead sheet of what I was playing at the end of the video. I'm gonna put the PDF and you can download it if you'd like. Alright, the next step is trying to play around a little bit and having fun. And I found out this cool pattern that is basically, I arpeggiate the chord. We're gonna play like that. For each chord, we're gonna use two inversions. So this is the first one. The second one is the first inversion. And we're gonna move in the next chord, which is B flat minor. You can either go up or go down. In this case, I'm gonna go down because it's gonna be too high. So right, let's play it again. F minor. Remember two inversion. B flat minor. E flat major. A flat major. D flat major. G. C major. Again, let's put them in context and see how they sound. Meaning, let's play in time and just have fun with it. Thank you for listening and for watching it.
All right, great job. Yeah. Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah. So split voicing slightly difficult than regular, like close voicing. So as you see, this video is a little bit more aiming to advanced player.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Overall, what would you like to do with this? Like, you want to gain more your name, or you want to gain more students and make a living comfortably?
Um,
And do you think about that?
like, I didn't think it for real, but I would say,
Yeah.
Both actually. Like
Both.
both.
Okay. Yeah. I
No,
mean,
because if I say student, yeah, I know like that. I'm aiming just like maybe a short, like just few people, because
mhm.
it's more for advanced player.
Right. It's nothing wrong with showing advanced technique. That's good. But then you have to have a much more clarity about the teaching, the detail, right?
Mhm.
So you show so many like voicings. Okay. Like a beginning, you like a last one. I think especially like you see spirit voicing. A lot of people don't know, right? Maybe it was better to have a little bit longer, maybe minutes and a half or 2 minutes demonstration, like more like a performance in the beginning, and then you explain. But when you explain, just explain, I think you don't have to have your guitar the whole size of that, because then what happens is that when you talk, when you play, everything's same visually, which
Yes.
is good. Which is good for YouTube is good, but your own like lesson side should be a little bit more closed up. Especially when you show voicings, maybe you should do like a little bit slower each one, sustain longer, so people can really watch you. Then after you play, then you can say, okay, root, fifth, major third, like that, slow. Always people don't understand right away, so always you want to take your time a little bit more longer to understand.
Yeah.
So next one is third, like this, pause a little bit. That way, see, you say third, other side say third, then you say, right? So you see the idea. So okay, second inversion, fifth, third, root. I think about those like calculation about the distance learning. Okay,
Yes.
so like
Mhm.
don't worry about the time being not wasted, but just time. As long as you squeeze it in what you want to say, it's good, you know. So and then guitar using Gibson is the right choice for this one. Yeah. And also it's like gloss finish, not shiny. That's really important because guitar sometimes shiny, so so yeah. So I would do like when you explain triads, just like Eric, showing a tablature half size of your screen, then don't show your face, just your hand.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's again hard to understand that. And then each ways, it's all good. It's really whatever you believe. That's the best. That's what we have to follow. In other words, this business we have to do this. Listen everybody, and don't listen everybody. You understand? In other words, I listen everybody carefully, but I don't pay attention every detail if I'm not interested in. But I listen. Yeah. In other words, if I ignore, I'm missing the point. I miss something. I listen carefully to the end, and I decide I'm not into it. So that's what I do usually. Yeah, but I listen. All right.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Thank you.
but so far, you guys did amazing job. That's really, really great. So let's see. What else I noticed? Yeah, those visual part is I think a little bit smaller.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then talk slow. Talk slow is good. It's really important to talk slow. Yeah. So sometime what you want to do is maybe you find maybe YouTube. Go to YouTube similar to your style of teaching or lesson. Just follow a few people. Really understand how to get the attention. But also YouTube, first you get the 10,000 people, then you monetize ads, so you gain. Yeah. So I have a few students actually working with me, like I teaching them just how to make a living this one. Yeah, this is a new style. Okay, when I was a student, right, two things are musician: really poor or really famous, not in between. Do you know what I mean? Somebody really poor playing great but still poor, but then somebody Palmisano or George Benson, famous and rich. Now, right in the middle now, because internet. You don't
Yeah.
have to be famous, but you can be, known, among some area. So, like for example, music is Win Tyler. He goes to any town in America, fill out the place
Yeah.
because he has 1.35 million followers. Yeah, that's a lot, right? But somebody like like Michael Palmisano, do you know him?
No,
Guitar
actually.
kid. I will, yeah, Michael Palmisano. He's like, he can play anything. He's a great teacher. He doesn't teach privately, but he does online lesson. So he knows how to get attention from people to bring audience to online lesson. But also he knows how to get the view numbers. Because see, followers are important, but view number is really making money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you settle the view number, if you do a good job, that's the key. Then you can pay rent, you can eat, and you can practice. Yeah. Whole idea is a guitar. We love to play guitar all day long without work. I'm just kidding, but yeah. But also I like teaching because I like to help people.
Yeah.
So that's plus too. I can see you help people. It's great. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, one more thing. Just a very personal thing. Don't show squeaky sliding sound.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Oh, okay, sure. When you play triads, one position to next one, you have sliding sound. Because a lot of people use headphone very loud. That's really too much. So what all you can do is when you show the position, this is the root position. You play, mute, lift up, go to next position, play. Don't slide, because those things, it's a little bit important. Then the beginning, when you show all the inversion, you have to say each name of a notes, inversion name, and degree, because that's where you lose audience.
Yeah.
Because excellent, everything excellent, I can understand because I know those chords, but a lot of people don't know. So when you do the inversion, mixing it, you have to tell them what inversion you move to. Just like that. Yeah. Or like this. If you don't say it, type it afterwards. So in other words, you go, okay, here, F minor, then next to inversion, you set it here so people don't miss it. Yeah. So only thing I thought, a lot of people get lost more you go. You know what I mean? Because your pace is kind of fast and you understand, but you're not really pacing with the people don't understand. So that's kind of think about.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So I get back. Yeah, no problem. I get back to you and then think about the questions. Okay. So could you bring back Eric, please? All right. Yeah, you guys go together. That's fine. Great. So Eric, do you have any question?
Yeah. I liked how you talked about how, like, with the internet, it's instead of being either poor or like really famous, like it's kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting because it's like a lot of people on YouTube, they like are able to reach like their specific type of bass.
Yes.
I was wondering how you think about that and how you think about like reaching like the people that you want to.
Okay. So like two sides. Okay. One, being a musician, try to get more name. You have to open it. Used to be, before the pandemic, you have to opening up with people, right? Go around the country. That means no money. You don't make any money. That's why people hire me or anybody if opening. Even John Mayer did that. Southwest, everywhere. He has 15 minutes, tiny stage playing like that. But every day he gets bigger. Because he got really well received. But the beginning, basically, it's totally no money. You have a place to sleep, you eat, nothing. But see, a lot of commitment to do that. It's hard to do. And there's no guarantee. That's one way. But now internet, if you do well, you gain fan bases without the records. So in other words, before, like even getting record deal, you have to play in front of many people. Always, agent says, so how many followers or how many mailing lists do you have? Those things. But nowadays it's different. And then Tyler can say, well, I have a 1.3 million followers. And it's totally different game, But again, if you look at it, his effort 6 years ago, if you watch, like, go back 6 years ago, he erased a lot of videos because he did try so many videos that didn't work, probably, And but then 5 years, you can see some of the successful video. Some of the video he made cities only have like maybe 1,000 views. So those you have to watch. Reality, no matter what you do, sometimes doesn't work. So I would say about why he succeed, because he never give up. He just never expect too much, never give up. That's the thing. The beginning, don't expect too much, but don't give up. Consistency. Everything meaningful. Even doesn't work, it's meaningful. You know what I mean? So answer is both of you has potential and opportunity just like everybody else. But you have to do it. And you have to keep doing it. That's the key. So my new way to do is use Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everything. But you have to kind of focus on YouTube more. YouTube, the one, is really good to people know you. Instagram, TikTok, like, you can get attention, you can get the number of followers, but then if you lose everything, you lose everything, internet. But YouTube, at least you have a video that you can play longer and people get to know you more. And then funny part is you can do half an hour, you can do whole hour, you can do live, you can do a lot of things. Just don't care what people say to you. Do you know what I mean? Because that's not important. Because in order to develop something bigger picture, just a general opinion doesn't work. Yeah. So everything I say, you can trust, you can, forget about that, I'm just talking, but idea. Yeah. But the result is one of my students, he's been doing it pretty good. And I can tell you the name because I just want to keep it a little bit more personal. And he has about, pretty good follower, 80,000, 90,000. So he makes about 9,000 a month from YouTube. So he said very comfortable because he can pay for the apartment. He can buy any gear. But if he stop YouTube, then everything going down. That's the kind of funny part is. So now, that person, one more, person too, but something like that. It's so like interesting, right? Yeah. So I help a lot of people even after graduate, Berklee. Then other great part is you have a YouTube channel performing live or yourself or play some other people's song. So that's really the business card for quick way. Here's the link. Just watch. If somebody interested in, they watch. See, nowadays, if you give credit, not a credit card, I mean, business card, people don't want to type because that's a lot of work to type. You want to scan everything link, touch one, so you have to provide everybody to make everything easy. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the important part. Yeah. Any other question?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I
Nothing,
was
yeah?
wondering on YouTube, like
Yeah.
the average length of a video. Like for example, if you put like short video on YouTube, like as Instagram, 40 seconds,
Yeah.
1 minute, do
Yeah.
they work? Like
Yes or no? Sometimes like minutes and a half, 2 minutes, video, easy to share, easy to watch, so it's good. But business wise, you want to run the ads, and the more click you get, technically you get to pay, right? So that's why I do usually 9 minutes, 12 minutes, 20 minutes, sometime a little longer, so that it's between the pause, new ad comes in. It's skippable, so they can skip, but then every time they do it, then counts. Yeah. But yeah, that's a good point. And then this is just a little bit like a difficulty about this being a musician, being a YouTuber. All right. So it means being a musician, you want to post your own music or your performance. And the interesting part is if you post own music, you don't get the good number sometimes because people don't recognize about the name of a song or nothing like, you know what I mean? So but so funny part is I have albums. So like I have albums, and then people ask me, album, can you show me song? And every time I do this lesson, my core fan write everything really great, but then number of views is not great. So then technically my score of almost a credit score of YouTube going down. But that month always CD sales going up. So I get to pay a lot from CD and royalties. Do you know what I mean? So that's a little bit, balance. So like, Francesco, so sometimes you want to try again. If you think that best way, try like maybe like a 3-4 short video you post, right, to see, and next one try longer video. Yeah, and then try to do don't. But here's the thing: don't put too many contents because you lose audience. So maybe say like that spread voicing. I would do. Actually, I did this one. Didn't work, but because timing. Stairway to Heaven. Play Stairway to Heaven with all inversions of power chord. I'm not power chord, sorry. Because that way you can use Stairway to Heaven. I bet Jimmy Page cannot play this one like that. You talk, kind of funny thing. Yeah, you see that? All the Things You Are is a great song, but so many chords. That's so many chords. So if I do All the Things You Are, it's really aiming to jazz guys. Yeah. And unfortunately, YouTube, when I talked to Rick Beato, we talked about the jazz guitar. We both love jazz guitar, but theme about jazz guitar, you just don't get so many views. But if you do neo soul, or if you say blues or funk, then if you play jazz in it, then you get the more numbers. Because a lot of blues player, a lot, funk player, they love jazz, but they don't want to seriously go into jazz because they are afraid to go into seriously. I don't know, something like that. So you have to make up a little bit more like mix thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing, Eric. You said George Van Epps, right? It's great. I love the book. I do that, but I won't mention the book because you have to sell yourself. You don't sell other people. Also that book has so many contents in it, so it's great, but that's you use for your lesson. Don't want to advertise other people unless you have something, just like that. Yeah,
that makes sense.
makes sense. Okay.
I wanted to ask you another quick question about like
Sure.
consistency.
Yeah.
Like, do you have like a specific, like, I know some YouTubers, they do like once a week or like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that something that like you do or think about? And like also like how do you like do that with like different types of videos, like with if you have like a lesson video and then like a performance or something?
Great topic. I already have a struggle with this one. That's why I tell you. Okay, one point I did like 3 videos a week one time, and then now I'm trying to Monday and Thursday, and I tried a Tuesday, Friday also. So I sometimes try 8:30 in the morning, sometimes 9:30, sometimes 11. I try to change it. So I have like now I have lesson about something, or a gear video showing a gear comparison. And now I start doing unboxing video because I work with a company. So see, like, this is kind of dangerous too. Once you get known YouTuber, people want to send you so many things, like to show, which is good, but then too many things, around, so but that's why I'm saying that you guys don't show anything you don't promote. Don't do free promotion. That's why show less as possible is good. Yeah, this is only you get 100,000 or more, then you get a little bit more like little bit more surprise or a little bit funny. That's why people do these things, showing this gear. I'm not really proud of showing this gear. It just get the attention. That's all. Nothing to do with lesson. just a showmanship. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you guys should do this too. One lesson video, something else, maybe online duet with your friends, Berklee friends, or something like that, because help each other with other people is really helping. So I think you guys, even like, I mean, you guys can do the discussion, which is better, regular trials, or, you know what I mean? Like, you can do like, like a really hot discussion about, yeah, man, closed voicing is better than open, kind of thing, Yeah. So you see the idea? One way is not enough. You have to do several different ways. So I'm just doing regular lesson, and then I perform, so performance video, so I can throw in these here and there. So now that's the YouTube part. So YouTube, Eric, maybe you want to do, if you can, twice a week, if you can, the beginning. Because yeah, I have a lot of things that I can show you. YouTube, Instagram. So let's move on to more topic about how to use free things like Instagram and YouTube. So YouTube, definitely I would recommend if you can twice a week, just because that way you get know. Then you can try out a lot of different things. Try. And now when you post YouTube, maybe beginning of a YouTube, you play something, not just talk right away, because you're not known yet. So you have to get the attention with your guitar, So maybe like something you play, okay? Then maybe like even 30 seconds, okay? Then use that to feed Instagram. So beginning of a video, always use Instagram. Then when you have an Instagram, you want to have title of YouTube, link, and what gear you use or what content. So you have to kind of work on title and description. And description always more detail you want to write, because a lot of people read that. Then end of it, if you're interested in it, subscribe this, that. Okay? So basically, you're trying to gain more fans through Instagram, easy to get the fan from Instagram. Then bring that to YouTube. YouTube to your own site. That's this business works. Pretty much. I mean, first I didn't understand why a lot of people do YouTube free. I was like, as a being a Berklee teacher, why people do YouTube free? I didn't know. Because yeah, like let's see. Do you know Martin Music?
Marty Schwartz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine. And when I have been doing my YouTube for a long time, but I would say 3 years ago, I was really serious to work on YouTube to promote my own business. And that's when 2 years ago, I made my Guitar Wisdom subscription site. And I didn't know subscription is really great to do that, So, and then I talked to Marty. I called Marty, asked him a lot of questions. So he recommended, just like this session, he recommended, kind of said, you should do this, you should do that, and I kind of follow. Then gradually my number went up. When I asked him, I had about 60, 70,000. In the end of that year, I reached to 100. And then I have about 340,000 now followers. So because I talked to real guy and asked real question, and I just didn't give up. I just keep going, And I talked to Tyler Lawson, Music is Win too. He said really consistency. That's his word, actually. You should keep trying, and consistency. In other words, he didn't tell me what exactly to do because everybody has different strength. Everybody has different charm, So you can't really say, "Oh, Eric, you should do this." Francisco, you have to do this. Because everybody has a different personality. So music is when they're good at it, kind of make kind of fun stuff. Yeah. And you see music, and then Marty is good at it, teaching song. Everybody has it. Mary Spender's great songwriting, teaching software, how to use that. And then Mary Spender also taking my guitar lesson privately, so I know that. Yeah. Yeah, Michael Palmisano, I can read it. Guitar Gate. His nickname is Guitar Gate on YouTube. You can find out. Michael Palmisano, like Italian. He's good. I mean, check this out. First, right? He first, maybe a year ago, I saw him says teacher react. That's his title, and always he obviously reacting to the video. And then again, I call him. I always call people if I have a question. Why not? And I call people and then talk to people. Worst thing, they say no. I always call people. Right? Just call. I'm interested in. Yeah. So I talked to him, and many things I didn't know. So like that one, I can't tell you the detail, but he does that. So almost like a return thankfulness to his students who likes certain music or certain style. If he pick video, that maybe students pick video, his own subscription site. Then he pick the video and he go, wow. But then he can play right away a little bit. He's a teacher. So already explain, oh, he's doing this, she's doing this, that. So now he opening up a new community of group of people. So check this out. I give you an idea. Write it down. This one, so socialblade.com. Socialblade.com. Maybe I will show you if I have a time. Just I show you a little bit of difference because it's a little bit fun to do it. But just write it down. So that site, you can plug in YouTube any account on a name. Then they show you how many subscribers, how many ranking, and then they even say how much they are making. Yeah, so this is a truth I can tell you. Tomo Fujita Music is me. And then they have a grade B, grade B, okay? And then I have 334,000 followers. Good? But guess what? How much I'm making? The record says 3,400. Kind of close, How about this one? Michael Palmisano. I can say sorry. Palmisano. He has 257,000 followers. If you compare my number, I'm the one, right? No. How much he's making? 8.8 thousand a month. Why? Because his number is higher. Because he's smart that he's really reaching out to different audience every day. Yeah, this one I can back to Eric the answer. He doesn't teach private lesson. He just does online lesson. Tons of online lesson. So he's very comfortable. So every day he does live, YouTube live or YouTube like the React thing. So he posts probably 3-4 times a week. Very active, a lot different directions. So what's happening is his number each day, if you see these, mine probably 20-30,000 views, maybe every day. His probably 70,000 to 120,000 all video together. It's really different. Yeah, something like that. So like, yeah. So now Rick Beato, he's B plus. Marty Music B plus. Those kind of similar. These Marty Music is about 2.76 million followers. He's probably making about $43,000 a month from YouTube, about guessing from that site. And then Rick Beato is 2.26 million. He's making probably 45,000. It says from website. But then interesting part is, do you know Paul Davids? Okay, Paul Davids, B plus. He has 2.31 million followers. He make about maybe $24,000 according to Social Blade. That makes sense because he does a lot like a Facebook ad, because his main concern his website. He doesn't care probably how much he make from YouTube because he make tons of money from his own website. He's very successful guy, Yeah. Then one more bottom line. This is important. You have to listen. Say like you guys succeed. Maybe year later you making between 5,000, 10,000 from YouTube. Making a lot of money from own site, right? Very easy to get comfortable. This one. So don't forget, you're a guitar player. You have to make your own music. You have to make own sounds. You have to make own songs. You have to release your records. Don't forget that. Even busy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the part is this is really difficult because it's really comfortable because everybody, use music as win and Michael too. Everything. So how's everything? Very comfortable. It makes sense, kind of funny, yeah. All right. So what else? So you understand, like you kind of have to follow certain people, B plus people, B maybe C. Okay, Social Blade is really fun because you can see those numbers, right? The business wise, and then learn each one a little bit, transcribe what they are doing. A little bit more like okay, how can I get similar to that? Of course, you have to copy, you have to imitate a little bit. And then learn how to communicate with people. So even YouTube, back to Instagram. Instagram, again, you have to follow certain people that are doing great. Doing great means somebody who has over 100, 200, 300, followers, 1,000, followers. Then every day post something, but every day like slightly different, So now we was really getting popular like a TikTok, people post something fun quickly, and because Instagram is, sharing that more people. So if you do like anything cool stuff, 30 seconds, you should do every day posting something. So I would do Instagram. You really have to do no matter what, even you're sick, you have to post something. You get the idea? Yeah, I'm just kidding, but that important because consistency every day you have to do. It's a job. It's kind of problem. Anybody who has a job, we have to do this internet thing. It's a free, but become a job. Yeah, but it's effective. So and then one more thing, you don't have to pay anybody to do this one. I never pay anybody. I do everything by myself. I like organic. It just slowly, it just good. So like Instagram, sometimes you get to receive email or text says I can increase your numbers. I don't know. I don't like those. I like more naturally to increase. I just did a little bit giveaway guitar. I did it like it's 3 times. Did the giveaway guitar, and I get more emails because email is important to receive. Then you can do the business with email. But that's the other part. But then if you do giveaway, it's not true fan. Sometimes people like a free gift, So you know what I mean? Like that's I stopped because I don't want increase too much. I just want to be more natural way to do. Yeah. So, any other question?
Yeah. Talking about that sort of got me thinking about like the audience, and I was wondering like how what are ways that you like to do to like engage your audience and like interact with them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you have to again. Conversation. You talk, you listen, other person talk, right? So even posting video, you have to be a little clever about. You can't just say, "Oh, I made up," or "I played this one. What do you think?" You know. But you have to kind of come up something like, okay, for example, yesterday I tried to gain more different audience, so I picked Bruno Mars, popular song, and I learned. Then I made if you watch my Instagram live, I post the whole thing because of 4 minutes, and then you have to watch me. I didn't look at my guitar. I look at the camera, then play. See already, connecting audience, looking to the camera. But before that, I have to tell you my truth. I didn't do that first time. Before that, I play 5 times. I record 5 times with my cell phone. I keep making mistake in a few places because it's not too difficult, but the section changes very dramatically, So you have to really remember which kicks, which that, So first time through, major part I made mistake. Second time, very end, I made a mistake. Third, fourth times, again, here and there, I didn't have a confidence to get to. I kind of hesitate to play. So in my cell phone, I play 5 times to practice how to smile and play this one. And that Bruno Mars video helped because everybody have a good times, playing. So I watch that. Then I watch camera and watch playing like that. Then almost as if I'm playing with them. Then my intention was I play with him. So every time I make a mistake on my cell phone, I was like, that's not the good level. That's not the world class. So I have to make a world class level to show people. So I have to practice to that. I just don't make a mistake. So that's kind of a mentality about session guys. Very detailed, calculated. When happened this? When you can guess. See, if you do recital or if you do concert, you can kind of guess. Oh, maybe this or like that. You cannot do that because 4 minutes you have to play exactly all correct. If you make one mistake, no job. That's my responsibility. That's how I think about my cell phone practice video. That's what I do. So before I go to the YouTube or doing something, I sometimes practice with my cell phone. So if you watch my cell phone, so many cat video or my guitar video, because I love a cat, So yeah, that's most of the stuff. So you see, you have to practice. Yeah, so that Eric, you should do okay, autumn leaves, right? Play like that. If for example like that one. So this is I'm showing just playing simple triads. What jazz standards would you like to try? That way already you ask other person, what would you like? But not like how do you think? Because see, it's like a question has to be a little bit more personal level in a way, and a little bit more closer, you see? So that's why, yeah. So like Francesco, if you play all the things you are, you can say, I love this chord progression. Sounds like going to minor, go to major, and change key. What other songs sounds like all the things you are? Could you tell me? And somebody wanna tell you what it is. See, conversation. But every time you have to think about it like this, yeah. But then sometime you just pause, don't say anything, or just emoji. and post, because this way people just feel your music. That's cool too. Again, no rules. You have to try out. Yeah, that's what I like about this social media, because no rules, no manual, and so many opportunity, and I love to do that. Yeah. What else did I? Oh yeah. Then this is important. Okay, so now I told you socialblade.com to kind of analyze people's score. That's one. Other one, Buzzart. Do you know Buzzart? It's an app from cell phone. BAZA art. Buzzart. This one I learned from Rick Beato. Rick Beato told me how to make a thumbnail. That's what he did. And then Rick told me at least he changed title 4 or 5 times till sink in good. The first I was doing like this. I make a video and then I think about the title. I just put the title and just see what happens. His case is just like, if something not working, he keeps changing the title. I never ever thought about that. You see, everybody has different style. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah. So what else? Yeah, then make sure lighting good. I use 2 microphone right now. Good microphone. That's really important. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, talking about thumbnails, like any
Yeah.
suggestion to make a good one?
Yes.
Or
So
yeah,
so like 2 types you can do. You can make a thumbnail from the actual video. So I usually do first. I upload to YouTube. It download for YouTube, so the size becomes smaller. Then I download to my cell phone, and then I just get the parts. But nowadays I do like this. Before or after, I hold the guitar or do something, and then I make a video without the sound. Do you know what I mean? Because I use really good quality camera, so that better than cell phone. And then so like anything, like if I play something like that, and then go like this, and and then funny face like this, and like make, because this way, like a surprise face, sad face, funny face like that. I do like this, I keep talking, and I make a video, and I pick one that I like. This way, I don't have to pause to make it. Again, I learned this from Music Is Win. So this is what happened. We were making video, and then let's make a picture, and then he was running video, and then this pose like that, you do like that, and then I said, "What are you doing? You don't press it? Oh, it's a video recording. I just because high quality video recording, I can pull off at the right moment, And that after that, I don't take picture. I just make a video, and I make a lot of funny faces, like this crazy one. Then I pick one. Do you know what I mean? So I don't have to pause it, because pause not smiling or whatever. Yeah. Then I make thumbnail, and then I go Buzzard.com, the app. Then I make it and just download to computer and post it. Yeah. It just sometimes you have to ask people. Yeah. Anybody your friends who doing better than you, just ask. Yeah. By the way, do you know Davey 504? Yeah. He's still B plus, do you know? About the socialblade.com, I thought he's like top of the game for YouTube, right? And I was like, wow, he's B plus. And then he has 9.25 million followers, and he makes about calculate 105,000. Crazy. That's why he can travel anywhere in the world every day almost, play bass. Yeah. Do you know A plus plus? A plus plus go T series. That's amazing. 180 million. That's number one. They make 14 million a month. Next one, I like Lulu Kids. Do you know those? Kids video. A plus. Today, number 7. And they have about 42 million followers, and they have a 2.8 million every day. Every month they make. And then, of course, Bruno Mars, A. Yeah, A. Number 45 in music. They have 30 million followers, and then estimate 1.3 million a month. And then, do you know Billie Eilish? She's A. Number 91. 39, I think 39 million followers, making $838,000. You can buy a lot of clothes then. Yeah, I mean, and then my former student, John Mayer, he's still B plus. 1.9 million followers, 50,000. That's not bad, right? So, internet is free place, so why not just use them? Yeah, I like that. So this is really true. So now like a poor musician to world class. No, I mean like famous musician, like right in the middle you can be. Which is good. I like that idea. Anybody can be comfortable, healthy, comfortable and healthy, and you can play guitar all day long. I think I like that. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Yeah, so both did a great job. All the video. I mean, that's. I mean, especially first time. Usually takes maybe 10 videos to get there like that. Really. Yeah, because most people just play one video, not changing the scene, just talking, playing the same time. So yeah, yeah. All right. Oops. Yeah. Let me see. What else? Just let me see. Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, question and answer time. Yeah. So anyway, socialblade.com, if you go, you put the title, then you can see all the numbers I'm talking about. I was going to show on the screen, but it's a little bit too much information, So yeah, enjoy later. Yeah. But I wrote down numbers, so yeah. So audience, any question to Eric, Francisco, or Tomo? Anybody? Yeah. So that'd be great. Yeah. What else? Yeah, so like bottom line, just use Instagram, YouTube, Instagram every day, YouTube maybe twice a week if you can, Facebook every day if you can, and Twitter. Twitter doesn't work that much unless you have a name, but still try. Yeah, yeah. So oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Let me show you socialblade.com just a little bit. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Let me see. Here you go. So here, you see? Can you see? All right. So Eric, Francisco, like when you type in somebody, you can see how many uploads, how many subscribers, and then how long ago joined. Then, I mean, it doesn't matter the word. Then this is kind of accurate, pretty accurate, So you see, idea. This is subscriber number, and this is how much, right? But then what happened is, so like I told you, Michael. See, he's really amazing because watch, less than I post, less than subscribers. So once you have 100 or more subscribers, don't worry about subscriber numbers. You can increase. But if you want to do business, this is the amount. So this is the difference. You see? these numbers, much higher. You see, 122, 75, 59. So he does a great job because he posts more often now. You see. Now back to this one, me. Oops. Sorry about that. Here, watch. See, I'm not doing good because I post too many songs, my own song. So right now, see 25, 28, 30. See, this should be 40, 50, 60. If I do more lessons, something like that. Yeah. And then interesting, more. Okay. How about this? And then Mary Spender. She's my student. See, watch this one. She doesn't post that many, but her editing so good. You see, editing so good because she loves Paul Davis. Really study that style. So upload number small, subscriber numbers up, great. And then she doesn't really post that much, so this number is a little bit low, but still better than me. She's doing much better than me numbers, All right. And then here, one more person. Let's see. Rick Shaw. I love him. Watch this number. Much lower number, but again, his production is so good. His production sounds great. It's really great. So, because he's an engineer, great guitar player, so he does more showing guitar and amplifier. You see, like that. Yeah. Then watch number. Much higher. Watch these numbers. 70, 70, 70, 70, 200, 80, 70. Excellent. Still B plus. still B plus. Wait a minute. Yeah. So that's what I teach. Private lesson, business sometime. All right. Music is when Tyler. Amazing. Okay. More than 1,000 because he posts so much. Once probably he posts every single day. 1.35 million followers. Great. That's good number. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. But you have to do this type of job if you want to get comfortable. 300, 400,000 views. Okay. Really important, Okay. Rick Beato. I told you. See? 800 upload, 2.26 million. Nice numbers. But watch his number. 500, 300, 444. Everything he does really seriously about this one. And of course, Marty, I have to mention. Marty Music, he does post every single day. He's the busiest guy in the YouTube. Still B plus. Yeah. See? B plus. Nice. Watch the number. 400, 300. So, around 400. All right. So let's see. Did I mention everybody? Yeah. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, 504. Crazy. 9.25 million. I respect him. B plus. Nice numbers. Yeah. But watch. Median 700, 600. Almost median. 800, almost 900. Median. See, you have to have a lot of numbers. Crazy, right? Right. But so you see, Eric and Francisco, I thought this guy's doing great because then I read it. What's the B plus? Wait a minute. And okay, Bruno Mars, A. So now you can get A. Watch this number. If you're a great songwriter, you need a 78 upload, but you have to have a 30 million followers. I don't know that number. Yeah, here, watch. More than million. every single day, more than million. I mean, not million, actually, more than 10 million every single day. Okay. So it's fun, right? Just, and then, all right. And then Billie Eilish, 34 upload, 39 million followers. And this is the number. Again, so many numbers. Okay. That's 6 million every day, 100,000 followers every day. Not every day, but. And then Lulu Kids. I like Lulu Kids. So this is A plus. Okay. 494 upload, 42 million, ranking about 16th in the country. And then this is a number every month. But again, 26 million, 25 million every day. So you have to do every day posting something. And the last one, funny one, T series. All right. Here's the number one. 180 million. 11111. I don't know how to use that much money every month, I have no idea. I think, yeah, and then Paul Davids. This is the last one, okay? See, guys, watch this one. B plus, but numbers not high as Music is Win or Rick, but I told you, he really focused on his own business. He's great videographer, really great guitar teacher. This is number. All right, that's about. Oh yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah, one more thing. YouTube. Yes. Only thing I have to show you this one. YouTube. Very quick. So let's do this one. Music is Win. So watch here, right? So when you go to anybody's, when you transcribe YouTube, not subscribe, transcribe. So here, and then upload. You click upload, and then here appear sorted by. First, see the most popular. Watch this one. See, watch this one. You see that? You really study title, how long, thumbnail. You have to watch every detail. So just see how much variety he created and how many numbers is higher. He's a genius. And here's the thing. All this you have to go. All right. So all this you go when you analyze. 6 years ago. Why don't you have more 6 years ago? Because a lot of things maybe didn't work out, unlisted. Then from here, 5 years ago, this is great number, this is great number. Keep going. And then see a lot of variety stuff. Some stuff, see, 3,000 still. And then I already know. Yeah, some, yeah, like this one. Okay, try to do new series. Let's try. Didn't work. Okay, how about melodic minor explanation? 61. Okay, that's about it. So let's go back to the regular screen. You see that idea? You got that? Yeah. So that's how I analyze about the people, because I had to teach my students, and then all students. I told you, two guys are successful than me. A student doing great, amazing, and then the answer comfortable, amazing. So anyway, so that's my analysis. Yeah.
Tomo, that's incredible. I learn every time I talk to you, I learn new things about this whole crazy world.
I know it's crazy, but every company has to learn this. Even PRS offender has to learn. They have to hire specialists to analyze these things to do it. I just in between just copying people's lick, then analyzing.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's incredible. Eric and Francesco, do you have any other questions before I some questions out from the pool here?
No,
Okay.
okay.
Well,
But you
one
guys,
question.
you guys did a great job. I love the video. It's great.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, and yeah.
Right?
Let me.
That's the
I'm so-
first time. That's amazing. That's
I'm
amazing.
so kind of dumbstruck by what you just presented. I don't let me forget. Yeah, Eric and Francesco. I really
Exactly.
love those,
I
and to
love
see
those.
the progression from when
Yeah.
you first ones with
Okay,
Jane,
okay. Mm.
and then what you did since you worked with Colin and stuff was really cool.
That's
I
great.
really loved them.
Okay.
But yeah, Tomo, you just blew my brain. So I'm kind of putting my brain back together here. Okay.
Thank you.
So there's a question from the Pentatonic Way. And the Pentatonic Way would like to know, can you tell us a bit about your video and audio gear?
Which one? Me?
Yes.
No. Oh, me. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like your camera setup. I mean, I'm sure you have a,
Yeah.
but
Like-
what's your main thing that you shoot
like,
on?
I
record-
use this camera. The
A
Canon.
Canon.
Canon,
Yeah.
And
Those are
then
great.
I have a 2 input for the microphone. See, like YouTube, I don't edit because I have a own site that's we edit. So I want to make a difference. So my YouTube, I don't edit anything. So I have a 2 microphone like this one, shotgun mic. So one I do near the face, one this side or bottom, so that I can hear. I record everything together. And personally, I don't like line recording. I like a more like a room sound. So I use this 2 camera, nice camera, and that's it.
And when you do those, so when you're going to do a video shoot, do
Yes.
you do separate ones that you're going to do for YouTube, or do you do a
Right.
group of them? When
Okay,
you
okay.
do shooting schedule, I bet you have a schedule.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like okay, I have a like a schedule. Usually Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. I video for YouTube. So I do every week 8 a.m. I do 8 a.m. to 9 right before I teach. So I have to get up really early, and then that's YouTube, right? I make 2 videos. Then maybe one more day I make 2 videos, and then I my own subscription. I work with my brother-in-law, my wife's older brother. So I go to his place. He has 2 of this camera, and then more gear. Then he does making video. I do talk and play. He edit 2 cameras in everything. I don't know those things. so he does that, right? So that way we work together, and 2 separate things.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. So I mean, there's a question here from Andre Leonardo,
Yes.
but that kind of might tie into what you just were talking about. So if you work a day job to make ends meet, releasing 2 videos per week is not always possible. Is 1 video per week or every 2 weeks an option, or will this go nowhere? And maybe even to add,
How about this way? This is a story. Tyler Lawson, Music Event. He was working FedEx. He was working Mac store. The weekend after night, he making video. So every day he's making video. Every day if he can. But back then he didn't really edit or anything too fancy. But his consistency never stopped. So one point he's making more money than Mac store. So he switched. Then one day his 1 month money from business is almost 1 year salary of his wife. Then he quit everything, like no teaching. He just do that YouTube, Yeah. So yeah, you do what you can do, but at least once a week you have to do. I really believe. In the beginning, definitely you have to do twice a week probably. And then don't worry about the quality. Just do it.
Mhm. Yeah, I like what you're saying too, also just about scheduling your time,
Yeah.
right? I mean, maybe if you sit down and really look at your time, you'll find you can
That's
make
right.
those, like you say, well, I do this, I get up a little extra early, I do this
Yeah.
from 8 to
Yeah.
9, and then everything gets done.
Right. And then I told you, like, before too, I have just my management of time. So this is my daily thing. This is my business about YouTube. So every morning I have to read this, and I have to see schedule when I'm a coffee, so that I know exactly I'm doing, and then I push, because this way something come out. If I stop, nothing come out. That's my philosophy. If I
Mhm.
stop, nothing will happen. If I
Mhm.
keep going, something will come.
Wow.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
now, I'm curious about this. I've heard people say that if you're going to have a regular posting, maybe you said you have 2 days a week. Is it always at the same time?
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's like, like Rick Beato says, anytime he makes it, he just releases, because he has so many followers. The beginning, I think a little bit more like better to do somebody want to watch, So I do usually Monday 9 a.m.
Mhm.
because international too. That's in Japan at 10 p.m. So I mean, again, some people prefer nighttime, evening time. Some people prefer morning time. I do try to do Monday, Thursday, because I ask, music is win. So what is great? Monday, Thursday. Why? Because I think so. Okay, I will do that. So I did. Why not? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that. So I just Monday, Thursday, and sometimes it just won't do. And some video, I mean, one of my song, I did it. I thought it was great. All right. Still, week later, 6,000 view, and then other video, unboxing guitar. I was talking nonsense and kind of funny thing. Already 2 days, I got 20,000 views.
Wow.
So you never know. So I
Wow.
have to keep doing kind of little funny thing too. Yeah.
All right. Well, that kind of ties into, there's a question from Aaron Friedman.
Yes.
Um, do you have any suggestions or tips on what type of content to make for someone who wants to be an artist, more akin to Bruno or Billy, and less
Yeah.
teacher? What do I do to start gaining attention?
Okay. Follow Mary Spender and hire videographer. You can't do yourself. You have to hire somebody from different college who wants to be a video producer, and then pay them or exchange something. Then you make music, but then videographer make you good video. And that's, I have to do that too, because I mean, Bruno Mars, the song, I mean, everybody plays so fun about every moment, the right place, Then even practice with that song, watching the video, so much fun. I can see the video effect so much. So yeah, you have to do. You see, Mary, she's good. She's good. She does great recording, and she does a good job quickly. But then video, she hires somebody now. So she
Mhm.
had a videographer. She had an editor. Hey, see, now she can do that because she makes a little bit more money from YouTube. And then once you make music, then you do.
Right, and I also noticed your comments about the thumbnails are
Yes.
really important to draw people in, and
Yes.
and
I'm
maybe
not, yeah.
some of those ones I see, they try to make something a little seem controversial, like
Yes.
make somebody curious, like, oh, what's going to happen here?
Yeah. So like sometimes you have to do just a little bit. So for example, like you can say all the things you are triads, like for lesson side is good. But YouTube, you have to do a little bit like that. Almost like people want to complain or people argue with it. This is the most difficult song, or this is the most like something. Yeah, that's why. For example, today I post a video about PRS new color. But this is, I said, what's new in 2021? Because people want to argue comparing 2018 and 2021. There's a little bit, talk about something different. So I want to make up that one. Then I say, that's why in the video too, if you know something, share with me. So people write and people start arguing. I go, here, go ahead. You know? Then more argue, more complain you have, you get more better grade. Strange world. Yeah.
That reminds me of the story about when Elvis Presley came on the scene, and he was so controversial, but his manager was so smart. He made buttons for both sides. The We Love Elvis. If you went down the block, he sold you the We Love Elvis pin. And on the other side of the street where the protest was, he sold that We Hate Elvis pin. So he played both sides of the crowd.
Oh, didn't know that. Wow.
Get 'em stirred up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know there was something working. Don't fix it. You know. Just let it go.
Yeah. Wow. Well, thank you, Tomo. This was
You're
so
welcome.
great. Always, every time. You're so generous.
Oh, thank you. I'm still keep working. I'm still don't know what I'm doing, but just I follow my schedule. You know?
Yeah. Well, I'm following you on that site. See how many followers you have there. That's that's what I do.
Yeah, working on it.
And thank you, Eric and Francesco. Thank you for participating in this. I got a lot out of all of it myself.
I
So
know. Yeah, me too. Actually, yeah, it's good. It's always
hope
we
you
learn.
guys
You
do
know?
too.
Yeah, thank you so much for organizing this. It was really amazing, like to do this 3-part masterclass.
Yeah, this is really great with the 36 because this is really hard to do go one because a lot of unknown stuff, you know, organization of a lesson. Now this is a video thing. Now internet thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is great. Yeah. Thanks, Cheryl. This is
thank
great
you.
too. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah,
Great job. Yeah.
And thanks to the Career Center and Andy, thanks for your tech and everybody that came. This will be live on our YouTube channel. So subscribe and watch it 1,000 times at least.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Andy. That's great. I don't have to touch anything. That's great. Yeah.
Great. And thank you everybody for coming, and thanks to everybody who participated. So
yeah, thank you. Thanks so much.
Hope to see you again.
Yeah. See you.